guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to apply a transfer to a jewelry box. So this one is kind of small, and I am using French ceramics from Redesign with Prima right here. And this is how I went about doing this. So the first thing I did was I chose, since there's 3 sheets, I chose one sheet, making sure I left the middle sheet so that the other 2 sheets line up. And then this is just one of the edge sheets. You see it comes in 3 sheets, 1, 2, 3. So I made sure I left like these 2 at the bottom instead of like pulling this sheet, and then these 2 wouldn't match up. So I wanted to make sure that I pulled like one of the edge sheets so that I didn't have that issue when I went to use this on something else. The next thing I did was I decided which floral section of the transfer I wanted, and I just took the lid off of the jewelry box, which I did for painting purposes, and I traced it with a pencil. And then I'm actually just cutting the back off. So I'm gonna cut the back off to the exact size that I want it. And then I'm gonna put it on, and I wanna make sure that this is facing forward because my hinges are back here. Don't wanna put it on upside down. So I'm actually gonna let it face me for a second. And I'm gonna go ahead and just match this up how I want it to look from the front to the back. So I think this is how I want it. So I'm just gonna take my backing off. And I like to take it off really slow because once in a while you'll get some that will stick to the back of this. And I notice if I do it slower, it's just a little safer. So I'm gonna line this up again. And I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with the words that would be facing forward. The words are actually in both directions, which is nice. But I want them to be facing as forward as possible. I'm gonna actually lift it and reposition it just to make sure I'm covering my front edge. There we go. And I'm gonna push it down, and I'm gonna go ahead and just burnish it on. Now the little words are gonna be the hardest to get on. So I'm just gonna do those. And this is right over my chalk paint. Water-based chalk paint right over the top, no clear coat or anything. And we're just gonna rub it on. Hey guys, so I am working with this French ceramics transfer, and I only wanted to use one sheet, but my last sheet is a little bit short for my jewelry box. So I'm gonna show you the way I'm fixing it. So what I'm gonna do is I have measured this out right here to where I know that I wanna put my little transfer thing like right here. Okay, like this. I want to put it like this. But I have these straight lines here, and I really don't want those straight lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the little spots that are kind of straight, and I'm going to use my scissors to make this part here a little bit more rounded, okay? Not too much, but just a little bit so it's not so like obvious. I'm just going to kind of cut it like that. And then I'm going to take this part right here, and I'm gonna go ahead, and you can see I already did this here. I'm gonna fill it in, and this is something that I just cut off of this strip, which is extra. And this is how I'm going to fix and fill in a spot that just didn't have enough. This whole box took one of these sheets. Okay, it's a 3-sheet project. So I grabbed one of the edge pieces, not the center one, because I still want to be able to use the bottom, or I still want to be able to match 2 sheets up. So I made sure I didn't grab the center sheet so I could at least match one up. And I'm going to put that on like that. And then I have this here, and this is going to go on, and it's going to make this look more natural. Now I do have a little spot right here that's going to be naked. Let me see, or maybe I want to put it, nope. I had a little thing. So I have a little chunk missing right there, and this is going to fall right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take another little piece from this transfer over here, and I'm going to put it underneath. Now I like to put them underneath when I'm doing like fill-in pieces like this, because I want the big one to lay over the top. I just think it looks better. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. Sometimes those wood sticks leave a little bit of a mark, so I like to use this other tool. Sometimes the stain on the stick will rub off, so this tool's a little bit better when you're working in smaller spaces. Okay. All right, it's on. I'm gonna take a little piece of this and I'm gonna patch over it again just because it doesn't look right. So I kind of do that. Usually it works out for me, just kind of patching as I need to, as I see fit. Nothing's too serious. If it doesn't look good, you guys, just distress it. If you make too many mistakes, you're like, oh my gosh, this is never gonna work. Just distress your, it looks, no one's ever gonna notice it. That's why I did the part that needed the least amount of patching towards the front and the part that needed the most towards the back, but you can't even tell. Look at how good that looks. This is the front, this is the other side, and then this is the top. And we're done. I hope that was helpful for you guys using a transfer.